One of the things I do is I rake out leaves, like I rake out the snow to a those and dry them out on the surface, and they use those to take up and insulate their cabins or their dens. Try to do it near all of their homes so that they all have somewhere to draw upon. This is right near Hansi's right here. Look at how awesome this is. So she's got really good ones to draw upon. So what I'm going to do is gather a bunch of these leaves up, put them in the garage, and store them for after the storm when everything is just covered with a foot of snow. And then redeploy after I dig out some areas. Handfuls of leaves look like this because they're all iced together. So I whacked it against the picnic table, which by the way I made with Little Black Bear last summer. Oh, there's like a little acorn nut stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's what leaves look like when they're all frozen together. But I'm going to get them in here, probably take them in the basement and let them dry off. And I'll just get multiple boxes of them, and then I'll bring boxes to each location when they need to be deployed after the storm. After gathering this many leaves into the basement, I realized I don't think this is going to be the way to do it. This is the picnic table before the preparation for the big snow. Under here has been a good reservoir. All right, so this is preparation of the picnic table. I had purposely put leaves around it and under it to keep them dry in the winter. This is what the squirrel tunnel looks like before the snow. I still have 2 days to prepare. Here's how paltry this is at the start before the storm. So we'll see if we really get the storm they say we're going to get. Maybe this will be a little more exciting. This is the blanket I put down in front of the slot canyon. This rock here is from Lake Michigan, and there's pinks and oranges like how slot canyons have. And they have like a couple things they can do in here, but it's a decent hawk hide, and they like to sit on it and eat nuts. Look at these. Isn't that pretty cool? If you were a squirrel, you'd be pretty excited about that, right? Okay, this one's for Pippi, right here. She sleeps at somebody else's house, so I can only get as close as I can get to give her stuff. That house, oh no, that isn't that one. This one I built for her, right down there, so she can make it home safe. And she's got all those leaves to take. She can come here, a little safety zone here. Make sure she's safe to get the rest of the way home. And then I actually went onto their lot and kind of built a little path there. Over here is the leaf blanket I did mainly for Little Black Bear and all of her babies. And her new boyfriend, B4, which I think is actually an old boyfriend. She likes to be up in here, and she also plays rough sometimes. So hopefully she doesn't fall onto any of the bricks that I have down to hold the tarp down. And right in there is where just today B4 and Little Black Bear potentially made history. I was part of it, and then afterwards we all had nuts together, and we kind of high-pawed each other. We looked at each other like high paw, and they ate a lot of nuts. Specifically, in case anyone's wondering, she poked her head out and looked at me because I was calling for her. So she actually interrupted what they were doing and poked her head up right there and looked at me like, I'm right here, dude. And kind of don't worry about me, because I'd been looking for her for a day and a half. And then one of their tails was coming out of here, and then they were in the room over here. There's a room right here, and that's the room they were in. And there were some baby squirrels hanging out over here, but they were able to ignore them and have a room to themselves. I took the lid off to show the room they were in. So they were in this room, which only has one entrance and one exit, which I didn't think the squirrels would like when I built it. But I did it for structural purposes to hold the roof on. And it turns out in certain circumstances, the squirrels do like it when there's only one entrance and one exit to a room. So that's where they were. And we might have little B4 black bears someday.